Today we start our run of 100 Burial Chambers maps. We just released a video for our Primordial Blocks maps runs, and those went better than we ever could have hoped. However, we currently have... I spent a lot of time this weekend. People don't like selling in bulk. I don't know what it is, but it's just hard to get people to sell things in bulk. But we did find a bulk trader for Primordial Blocks maps. We found a bulk trader for some deli orbs. I haven't, chiseled the maps, haven't alked them, haven't delied them yet. So we're going to be doing all that on stream, and then we're going to get through as many of these maps as we can. And in hopes, we will drop a few Doctor's cards. At least a few. And then if by the time we finish all these maps, we don't end up having enough Doctor cards for a whole Headhunter, we're going to then take all of them and gamble them away by either getting an entire Headhunter or having them all deleted. But we have all these here. I'm going to need some chisels, huh? Let's do that. We'll take the Alks. And then we'll take the Scours. I should have enough Alks left still. I was running maps yesterday as well. And we're just gonna... In order to increase our chances of dropping a Doctor card, we need a minimum of all magic monsters to be rare, or all monsters to be magic, I should say, which won't happen in Tier 7. I believe the threshold is Tier 9, if I recall from the video in our juicing strats stream, in which we figured out what might be the best way. And from that, we came up with this. We are still taking strong boxes as much as I could put them into the rest of the hat. However, I don't want to overjuice it, and I want to be able to control the flow of content, because again, this build, while it's T16 boss capable, and we've got a couple of void stones from killing bosses, I don't want to overjuice it and not be able to run the map, because this build is not Uber Eater ready or Uber Elder ready. It's just good enough for this, I feel like. So we are taking Breach in a couple of places. We're taking the breaches in your map have 20% increased monster density. We are taking the chance to contain additional breaches, up to 10 additional breaches, which I doubt we're going to see that, but if we do in 100 maps, I guess that's not too bad. We're taking Eater because we're going to Eater influence everything. We're taking Abyss, not just this node here, but we're also taking the plus 1% chance to contain an Abyss per pack size, so hopefully if we run out of Abyss Scarabs, they'll still proc all the time. I will say from testing this Atlas just on Alk and Go T16s, we do get the Abyss an awful lot, but at least this way it'll contain an additional Abyss when we use the Scarab. And then we have the entire Northern Abyss tree, as well as the currency items from your strong boxes are duplicated. And then we have the entire Quant wheel, the entire inner Quant and Rarity wheel, and then we're also taking the Harbinger chance just to get over there. I did think about taking like the Sacred Grover Essences, but I feel like Quant-wise, the 3 Harbinger nodes do the most good, the least evil, however you prefer it. And that's just the very basic layout. As for the actual tree, we've made some changes. This brings me up to about 5 million DPS single target, but that's also taking into account 40% increased damage against unique enemies. We got a second Feed the Fury Martial Prowess Cluster Jewel. Took some life and reservation nodes up here so that we could add haste into the mix. We also got our Starforge 6-linked, but, well, we didn't 6-link the one we had, but we purchased the new one that was 6-linked with the perfect attack speed roll and really good fizz roll just to get the attack speed really up there. We're now up to 15 attacks per second between that. Currently, we're having a minor issue with our armor not being capped. With flasks, which is almost constantly because we're gaining a flash charge on crit and it's being used when it reaches full. We're at 88% out of 90, so I'm hoping that's going to be good enough for all of this, but strategy-wise, I feel like it is. Now we're going to search for regen. We got 4. Oh, that's another thing we need to search for is reduced aura effect, because again, we're barely meeting that cap. So these are our starting maps. All these are delied. And then we're going to run them with... We have 9 here. Let's take a stack of these. Abyss Scarabs. We'll save some of the Breach, or some of the Gilded and the Polished for the other ones. Contains 3 Mirrors of Delirium, so if we run out of Deli Orbs, which we might, we do have these. We also have our compasses. Let me make sure I have at least... Nope. First map of the day. Whew. Here we go. We're gonna waste a portal for a div. That's fine. These are actually the face breakers from the last video, so that's kind of funny. The video just dropped yesterday if you guys haven't seen it yet. Ooh, why was I so slowed? It's because I didn't have precision, so I wonder if my hit chance was even... Huh? I don't think I am able to get close enough to them. Why are they one-shotting me? Ooh, from what? It's definitely that increased cold and lightning damage mod. I feel like those are cold attacks. I don't think they're fizz. But we had our flasks up as well. So we would have been 88% physical damage reduction, so I don't think it's fizz. Oh! Oh, no way! We dropped one, boys! First Doctor card! Let's go! I want to know after this map how far into it we are. The first Doctor card has dropped, boys! We are in the profit zone. We are now like plus 10 divs on this little 4 div event. Plus 11 because we dropped a Divine Orb as well. We spent 4 div, we just dropped a 14 div card. Like, come on, man. Is that Sanctum or Standard? Sanctum. That is Sanctum prices, I believe. Let's double check. Yeah, they're about 14 div in Sanctum. But what are they in Standard? Huh? No way he's not price fixing. 7x, 3 div, 8, yeah, like 3, 4 div. So they're way more div in Sanctum than they are in Standard. Not even been, no, because we only had 35 Deli Orbs. And we have 6 left, so like 29. We were at like 29, 30 maps or so. And we only dropped 1. Only dropped 1. We continued to run the rest of the 100 maps, but didn't drop any more Doctor cards. Since I had only found 1, I decided not to gamba it and just sell it for the 14 div. At the very least, we can use it for more content. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like. And we also opened 107 stacked decks, so yeah, enjoy that too.